Hi.
It's the best thing on the internet.
Thank you, JP. I agree. Hello, welcome. Black, white, red all over. I am Victor Dandridge. He is
Ryan Seymore. Feeding off the energy.
so tenacious.
It was.
Good gracious. Is your amp good? I mean, it must be because you came in like, yeah.
It's got me amped up.
Super.
Or it could be the books. This week was a really good
It
week.
was actually. You know, I feel something's up with me. I just couldn't maintain through some of them, man. I know.
There were some that did not make the cut.
It just, I don't know what it was. I just wasn't. However, there were some that did.
Yeah.
There were definitely some that did. Where do you want to go? I mean, we got two that are the same. One is different.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, we went different on the Batman.
I know. Like, what is that? What do
I
we
don't
do?
know. Like, I went all future. And
I
you went
know.
all, like, detective.
Team and-
Yeah.
Okay, I tell you what. Let's start with one of the samies.
Okay.
I want to specifically talk about Hillbilly.
Yes.
Albatross. We've got Powell on this one. Oh my God! Why is this not a series yet?
Yeah.
Animated doesn't matter.
Yeah. Showtime.
Yeah.
Cinemax.
Yes.
HBO.
Yes.
Hit this man up.
Come
because
on.
This is like as good as the Spawn cartoon was in its time.
Right.
This is could be better. Like more visual. It's dark, but at the same time it's hopeful.
It's awesome. No. What if this was a series done by Tim Burton and the claymation stuff that he's been doing lately? Booyah.
Yeah.
Booyah.
Holy crap.
Come on. Would you not? I would watch that all
gosh.
the times.
It would be so amazing.
Yeah. Now this one, I think, okay, so previously they've kind of just been like one shots.
Yeah, one and
This
done.
one is kind of building like there's a bigger arc here.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're going to go for like it's a 2-issue or if it's going to be multiple.
Right.
But yeah, this is the first one, and I'm all for it. Like this one, it is the beginning of a story arc.
Right.
But it's still kind of a one-shot. Like,
Right.
It's very well balanced between the two. And, just the bear.
Oh my God, it's so fantastic.
There's so many. Like I love the way that animals talk.
Yes.
But not in like a cheesy sort of anthropomorphic kind of way.
No, it's very spiritual.
Yeah.
You know, very, like Appalachian Magic sort of way.
Yeah.
Where you're like, hold on, let me speak to the bird.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy. You know, like it's brilliant.
And it's
Absolutely
interesting.
brilliant.
They don't talk to everybody, so it's
No.
like only a few people have this ability to communicate.
Because they have the shining. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
Those people have the shinin.
The Shinnin.
The
We
Shinnin.
cannot get sued. Stephen King has powerful
Yeah, he
attorneys.
does. And when they die, he puts them in
just come
Salem's
back.
lot and he brings them right back. That's terrible. That's a great read.
Yeah.
Definitely pick that one up. If you haven't been reading it, something's wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
it's Halloween time, man. It's coming.
It's perfect for it.
Come on, this is fantastic. Oh man, can you imagine if we sat around campfire-wise and started reading Hillbilly?
The stories, because all you need to do is change the names a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're just,
They're actual people.
yeah.
Creepy.
And this is the first one that kind of threw a spin on
Man.
the archetype.
Dude, I liked it so
Yeah.
much.
I was not expecting that.
That was good.
The scene where and you're like, whoa, why?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Like I had to go back.
Yeah.
And that's how you know it's good. When you have to go back and be like, wait a minute. Oh. Yeah, that's good stuff.
It's
That's good
muy
stuff.
bueno. It's very good.
So you went Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
What is that in the DC Rebirth? Where are we with this?
It's in the future.
Okay.
So it's still Terry McGinnis.
Okay.
Dan Jurgens is doing the writing.
Okay.
And I didn't realize that as I started
Oh,
reading.
that's
I was like,
dope.
oh man, this is really good. Who's writing this?
and you're like, oh,
No, it's Dan
duh.
Jurgens. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. But yeah, it's kind of reestablishing McGinnis as being that future Batman.
Right.
It works in like the future version of the kind of the Jokers, which is kind of built off like a Dark Knight Returns archetype and how they
Oh,
function.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. It was fast paced. It didn't reinvent the wheel, but
Okay.
it was 28 pages that I really enjoyed.
Got you, man. You can't go wrong with that, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid. I did the Detective Comics piece, which
Yes.
is the third installment of the Monster Men arc. Now,
Yeah.
admittedly, I missed Nightwing's piece of it,
Yeah.
so I'm kind of a little bit out of the loop. But jumping right in, I mean, you pick it up, it's solid.
Yeah.
Again, playing on the team dynamic stuff of this series,
It opens
it's
up-
fantastic.
yeah, it opens up so many doors to storytelling.
Yes, especially the way that they're able to give each character like their spotlight, which is really difficult to do. There's Orlando and Tinian are working together on this one. So you have this overarching piece, but then you're bringing in the regular series writer to really kind of make sure that everybody's voice is legit.
Yeah.
And it's there, man. It is so there. I'm liking the stakes of this. Like, this is just kind of pure Silver Agey fun storytelling. And I hope it keeps its momentum up, because I'm like, where's this going? I just want to see.
Want to be carried along with the
Yeah,
tide.
yeah.
It's good.
It's good. It's so good. You just want to just roll with it. Roll.
And like last issue, I believe there was something really kind of big at the end.
Yeah, man.
But it wasn't big in like here, let's sell a couple extra copies this month, and it flowed like
Right.
into this new issue.
Yes, they've mentioned it. It's been a thing, and they're, it's definitely weighing on people.
Yeah.
But they still have a job to do, and it's not, you're not getting the black issue of everybody just, remember when he did that thing? I know, man. No, they're just
pretty
going
sweet. He was the
hard on
best
it.
of us.
Yeah, yeah. It's fantastic. Okay.
We've said it multiple times. Like if I had a dime for every time we've said this, that Spider-Gwen is the best Spider title out right now.
Period.
I could buy like 17-foot-long subs at Subway
At
or something.
least.
At
At
least
least.
with double meat.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, reading this one, and I hadn't even been following this arc, right?
Yeah.
Like, I just, sometimes I just love jumping in at the end. Y'all know that about
Yeah.
me. I just will see how it wraps up and just am curious. The way that they have reaffirmed the historical, watch me now, historical reference of Punisher in the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's where he premiered.
Yeah.
Like hunting Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So,
Yellow background, crosshairs, classic.
super classic, man. Super classic. So to see this and its interpretation, oh my God. Jason Latour, shout out. Yo, the little political commentary that he slid up in there, so legit right now. Especially if you've been following him on Facebook or Twitter and seeing he's in North Carolina. So the stuff that went down in Charlotte, like, that's really impacting him. So to see how he's infusing real world stuff into his art, dude.
Yeah, and if you aren't following on him on Twitter and Facebook, do, and then just go back and read, because it's a very interesting perspective that he brings to it, and how it ties in there.
So legit.
Very, very cool.
Yeah,
Very, very cool.
Yeah, that's art. I mean, Rodriguez still, it's ridiculous how much I love the artwork, because it's so not conventional.
Yeah, it's scratchy,
Right.
but like not in a bad way. It's very new. It's very fresh. There's an energy that he brings across in each of the scenes.
Every single last one is beautiful. I adore it. This is one that, like, I literally don't own trades of this because I feel like that's cheating. Is that weird?
Kind of, because you should be along like every 4 weeks, like, come on,
like
I need my fix.
I want to make people earn this one. Like, this is one that if I give it out, it's got to be in individual books. And like, don't you have a trade? Yeah, I do, but you can't have it. You have to pace yourself. You have to turn all the pages. Look at the covers. Love the covers.
It's just perfect.
Yeah.
Like, it just really is. And like the characters, but at the same time, Punisher's motivation in this is radically different than his motivation in the 616.
Very much so.
And at the end, it's something. That was a very very cool sequence and a very interesting choice. I want to see where it plays out.
Oh my God, me too. Yeah. Again, featuring characters that we know associate. But seeing how in this world they're going to do it. Can't even. And then, okay, so the very, very end, the character little profile piece.
Very cool.
Shout out. Dude, like, I have said since last summer, Michael B. Jordan shouldn't have played Johnny Storm. He should have played Reed Richards. Somebody else apparently agrees with me. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying.
Because it was so throwback to the old school Marvel handbooks. And I was like, I turned the page, I'm like, oh, what's that? Oh, and then I read.
And then you're like, what?
It's fantastic.
What? So dope. So dope. That is my choice for Book of the Week, man. Definitely.
That's tough.
I know. But it's like, Hillbilly was phenomenal. I definitely enjoyed Detective. But there's something about the legitimate storytelling of Spider-Gwen that just got it right. Like I said, I hadn't read the rest of the arc, and I came in on this one totally blind. I jumped on board that train. I had to give it to him.
I'll have to get the edges of Spider-Gwen, but reading its credentials of the different moments where Captain Stacy could have gone one direction, and then the real interesting plot twist choice. Okay,
I'm sorry.
Spider-Gwen.
I mean, I don't mean to push,
but a very strong argument can be made. Like, if the back half of the Hillbilly story is as good as this one, that week's going to be
It might
real tough.
retroactively, we might
yeah.
have to reconsider some things.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio Oscar award type situation where like, yeah.
Where the bear got him.
Yeah.
The bear. Believe in the bear.
Probably the same bear.
It might be the same bear,
be the
actually.
same bear.
Just, oh my God. And then the honorable mentions.
Yes.
Come on, you go first. What do you got? What do you got?
I will. Let's go, because both of them are kind of under the DC umbrella.
Okay.
DC Teen Titans.
Okay.
This one, we've got Percy and Myers as the creative team.
Right.
My kids are evil, so in a weird way, I heard all of the characters in the Teen Titans Go voices.
Okay.
Which I don't know if was good or bad.
Okay.
But it was like a real cool story where each character has their own little vignette.
Okay.
And the way they're brought together to form the team is radically different.
What?
And very, very cool. So yeah,
that's legit.
Yeah, it's got a real young feel to it. It's got the Teen Titans they're teens. Like it's just a very fun. Each of them has their own kind of emotional and historical motivation for what they're going about. It was really interesting seeing Starfire as like an activist in a weird way. Like it was a very interesting, especially coming off of her character in New 52.
Right. I was gonna say, like, she was a little
yeah, a little flippant, a little
miscuous.
Yeah.
I won't say pro, but miscuous.
So yeah, it was real cool. Definitely give it a thumbs up.
Nice. So I tackled Extraordinary X-Men number 14 because I just wanted to, jumping in, reading some cool stuff. And yes, I know that that's not what this is, but I'm trying to make up for some things. This one was actually kind of cool though. Yeah. This was really cool. I enjoyed it a lot. Like it took me back to the 90s. Like X-Men just doing stuff.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. I feel like this is kind of like it's Lemire, so the writing is strong.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm really following this. Like this whole Apocalypse arc stuff that they're doing is pretty solid.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah, it's definitely good.
It's a fun X title.
I know,
For
right?
First time in a while we got one that's fun.
It's a little extraordinary, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh.
What else you got?
Well, this one is by Vertigo.
Okay.
That's Frostbite. Josh Williamson. So you're looking at Nailbiter, Birthright.
Right.
Out of the gate, this is going to be a fairly good read. And it's a very interesting counterpoint to the one that I think you've got coming up next. Mm-hmm. This one, it's apocalypse kind of situation. Mankind's on its heels. A ice age. A mankind-caused ice age is happening, and it's a group of people that are being paid by a rich group of people to transport them from one spot to another.
Okay.
A lot of action takes place. You can tell there's a little political intrigue and whatnot. Mm-hmm. A lot of deaths, gun-related violence, and the main character, she does something that is weird. Like it's a very interesting choice that she made, and it will affect. It's got to affect. Josh writes so incredibly well. It will affect the dynamic here in another few issues of the story arc. So definitely, if you're wanting a captivating apocalypse title,
that's it.
This is a good one.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So my last one is, I guess I don't know if it's pre-apocalypse. I mean, kind of feels that way. Yeah. So I took on Surgeon X number 1. This one's through Image, which is, I think, really interesting. It's Sarah Kinney and John Watkiss. Okay, so these are names that I'm not wholly familiar with, but this series itself, it strikes me as, like, this is just the beginnings of something that could be a TV show, like immediately. We're talking, like, it's not quite post-apocalyptic, but we're in the future where people have grown almost immune to antibiotic usage. Yeah. And so what, this doctor that's trying to save people in this, harsh, very politically limited environment, this is what's going down. So it's kind of an interesting one. I got pretty far into it. I might have to try it again on a second read. I mean, the dialogue was good, but I feel like being that this is in book form, it's not as quick-paced as it could be.
Yeah, because I came across the same thing. Retailers, if you're not getting emails from Jeff Stang, get on board, because this was one that we got sent a PDF copy of early.
Yeah. So it was a good read, definitely. Like I said, I gotta see where it's going. I gotta see where it's going. But art is good though. Art is really strong.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, it's really strong. So I really like that a lot. Listen, I'm doing this because I totally failed last week to talk about Empress. I'm talking about it now. If you follow me on Twitter, and you should be, at Vantage InHouse, I did a whole live tweet about it, and it's really kind of amazing. I screwed up so bad by not seeing it last week. So Get it. Like, these are like the last copies on Earth, so you should come buy them. Because everybody else was smarter than me.
The setup for issue 6, the final issue.
Oh my God.
It's just the whole way the family interacts, and I don't blame the daughter for the decision she made.
No, you can't. It's honest. Yeah. It's honest. Yeah. So, if you don't know what we're talking about, buy Empress. Yeah. But you should have done so last week, because you're better than me.
Oh God, I failed so hard.
It's okay. I failed my kids. It's way worse.
It's not the same. It's not the same.